sun rises on another new era in the sport of kings.
It all began back in 2005 at much smaller venues. How times have changed.
Everybody dreams of being part of this tournament and everybody works their asses off to get there.
You need the ability.
You've got to be ruthless.
Dedication.
It's going to be a roller coaster 17 weeks. You're still firing on all cylinders. Who's got the energy left?
The travelling
was very hard.
Early Feb to May.
All part of this massive show.
The Premier League's the elite.
Well, the elite playing each week.
Who doesn't want to be successful?
Best of 11.
There's going to be losses, there's going to be wins. You need to be able to lose to be able to win.
Best competition in darts.
Premier League, fantastic tournament to be competing in.
Yeah, every single person wants to be in the Premier League.
This is where the chatting stops and the chucking starts.
It's the talk of darts constantly.
They want to be where we are. Every single match matters.
Michael Smith, world champion, world number 1.
Michael Smith from St Helens has won several open tournaments in and around the northwest of the UK. No problem at all in the end, and an impressive performance.
Yeah, I remember Mike for years, and he's a great lad. We've had some great laughs, and he's just one of the boys.
I said years ago that he would reach the top and be the best player in the world at some time, and yeah, he's done it quite early.
He's going to get 3 clear darts. Double 2 for the match. Only needs the 1. Smith ends up the youth world champion.
You know, when I met him at first, when he beat Phil Taylor in the World Championships many years ago, you knew then he was going to be something special.
Bullseye for the match, and he gets it. Michael Smith, this is the biggest and best day of your darting life.
What do you think it takes to be a winner?
I've won a lot of Pro Tours and Europeans. I just think it's belief. Just belief and not quitting and not giving up.
He was getting that label as a bottler. He just didn't get the wins. He struggled, but he's a better player for it now.
This is for the match. 1 high, 2nd low, huge dart. He's missed it, oh no! Michael Smith will be absolutely gutted. Michael Smith, for the 7th time, loses out in a major televised final.
I know it's so close again, but listen to the reception. They believe it'll happen for you at some point.
An 8th major final and an 8th major final defeat.
It starts to become annoying, but yeah, I'll get there eventually.
I think I've created the monster that is now Michael Smith by letting him beat me in the Grand Slam final.
Looking to win his first major televised event at the 9th final of Askin. The emotion from Michael Smith. After 9 finals, Michael Smith is now a major champion.
Yeah, even though I'd lost, yeah, I was absolutely buzzing for him. Unfortunately, like I keep saying, I do think I've created a bit of an animal, but...
Wow, what a night this will be. Michael Smith playing the darts of his life. Michael van Gerwen is on a nice darter and just misses double 12.
Yes, double 12! That is the most amazing leg of darts you will ever see in your life. I can't speak. He was born to be a world champion.
It was amazing to dominate Michael van Gerwen, being world number 1 at the end of that night, simultaneously being a world champion. What a time for him.
Got me up early to go to BBC, do the breakfast show, so yeah, it should be fun. I think it's just hit the media a bit too much, that 9 darter, and obviously me winning the world. So nice early morning interview. This is the first time PDC have been invited to do this. I'm sure I'll be a nervous wreck while I'm doing it later on, but for now it's fine. No, it feels good. It's something I've worked at, what, 17, 18 years now. finally get it, yeah, it's just a relief. My neck got longer because my shoulders have dropped, and yeah, it's an amazing feeling. All good things just come for people who wait. I hate talking, I hate speaking. I'm just like talking in my head. That's why I mumble a lot as well. I'm more nervous doing this than I was in the World Final.
Michael's gone from being one of the sport's nearly men to the best darts player in the world.
Michael is here with us. Morning, Michael. You waited a long time for that, didn't you?
When I win, it's not just for me, it's for my family as well. So I have motivation to do it, and like even in my darts case on the stage, I have 2 pictures of both my boys in there. So every time I need a bit of a lift and a bit of get up, I go straight to my case, look at why I'm doing it, and then turn around and get ready for the next 3 darts.
Michael, thank you so much for coming in. Lovely to meet you.
I enjoyed it, but that was well out of my comfort zone. I'm sure I'll get used to it, but I don't think I want to. I want to keep the way I am. I want to keep this shyness and this level-headed, where I still don't believe what I've done. I'd rather have that than be arrogant and cocky, and yeah, stick to what I know best.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
You smell nice.
Thank you.
Can I get one, Mike?
Yeah, of course you can. We're now in my practice room. His mum and dad's pub in St Helens, St Anne's Blessing Dominic Club. Can lock myself away. No one disturbs me, put the music on and just fire away.
I was practising behind the door one day when he played silly buggers on the bike and done his hip in. I meant make a brew, next thing I do, I come back and he's hobbling up and down to the board with my darts. So, leave him. At least he's found something he likes doing rather than being sat on his bum all day. And it stems from that, really. I've been stood like this for 18 years. For the World Championship final, I was on my own in the players' room with my hands over my eyes watching the telly. And every time it looked like, oh no, I just can't watch him live, so that's how I watch him. Shed a few tears that night, I did, but you know, I don't mind. It's just nice to see everything he's worked for, everything he's wanted. Even at 16, he said, I want to win that. And for him to do it, brilliant.
I'm not going to tell you that I'm going to win everything. Like I keep saying, I just want to compete, and if I know I'm competing, I'm playing at a high standard, high level, I know I'll win titles, and that's all that drives me and keeps me focused and keeps me wanting to play this game. Manchester Airport, my second home. It's where it seems to be all the time.
What's it like managing Mike?
No, it's easy.
You tell me, oh, it's run off my feet, it's hard work. I am run off. As soon as you're on camera, you're like, oh, it's a piece of
After the year that he had last year, I think all you can hope for really is that he just carries on doing what he's doing. You know, he can keep playing like he has been, and he's going to have every chance of picking up more titles this year.
Can't believe you come out with your dad's shoes on. Green slip-ons. It's a bit heavier than 24 gram, this.
4 points.
Hey, the bowling practice. Don't clap, it's rubbish. Don't pity clap me.
He's the world champion.
It's good that these cameras are still rolling, Chris.
Clap for 4.
And the winner is Dimitri Vandenberg!
Premier League that is like the pinnacle, it's the best 8 players. So kids watching that, they look up to that and they see that, they see not only what you could get from it, but they see being on TV for 16 weeks. Everyone knows your name. It's an amazing tournament, it's a grueling one, but I'm not being funny, every single person wants to be in the Premier League.
The 17-week Darting Roadshow returns. We have 8 of the very best players on the planet battling it out over the course of the next 4 months.
Yeah, to me, it's the best tournament in darts. Absolutely, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy.
What's that black horse you've bought then? Race horse or is it?
Yeah, race horse.
Oh, is it?
Cap course.
Are you riding it then?
I'm not riding it. I'll break his back.
You need to film there, eh?
Keep your finger on it, Johnny.
No, because he
eats it once,
You already been in the boring. You already been in the boring room, or not? Like a few ago. Maybe you can get one of the players who left out on the phone for camera. Look at him laughing.
Just tried ringing Joe 3 times. What did he say?
He said, I'm not in the mood for this shit. Beep, beep.
Did you try ringing it?
Yeah, of course I tried to ring it.
Have you? He texted him? Really?
Years ago when Anderson, Lewis, Raymond, anyone who left out, we made a big photo. Wish you was there. Send a little line.
Yeah, still did that.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Welcome to night 1 for a brand new season with a brand new lineup. The quarter-finals kick things off here at a very loud SSE Arena in Belfast.
This is where the chatting stops and the chucking starts. Sell-out crowd for the start of the 19th Premier League.
Belfast, Northern Ireland!
8,000 people.
It's going to be noisy. It's going to be noisy.
See you on the stage.
Dimitri Vandenberg defeats Johnny Clayton in the first match of the night in Belfast.
Boss, come here.
I squad them some
Yo, how do you call it? My nervous energy? I've just kept it going. I was nervous on the stage and I loved it though. Wow! Very good, very nice.
Imagine it's going to feel this sort of arena to hear welcome. That's all The newly crowned champion of the world!
This has been Supreme Van Gerwen. Yeah, he enjoyed that, didn't he?
He will be so annoyed with that. The world champion is beaten by MVG.
I enjoyed that game. And luckily enough, it was week 1. I'm not chasing anything. I've got nothing to prove. Michael beat me tonight and got 2 points. 4 weeks ago, I beat Michael, got $500,000 world champion, world number 1. So, I'm in a good place at the minute. I actually seen the only thing that cost me there was 3 darts at top. I could have been 3-1 up, but coulda, woulda, shoulda, and yeah, the rest is history.
The Premier League is a very tough school, and this is a first day at school for Chris Dobey.
What are you doing here?
Hey, I've earned my spot coming into some form, and like I said, I deserve to be here, I think.
Absolutely buzzing for him winning that Masters, and the fact that I get to spend this 4 months with Dobey. He's just a great guy. Eggwell loves Dobey.
People have said for a long while he can go and do stuff in this game. Finally gone and done it. And now he's got to go and do more stuff, because what he's achieved isn't enough.
All my life I've put my hard work into this, and it's starting to pay off. It's another day. Let's get it done.
He's making hay here, Dobey. Dynamite debut for Dobey in the Premier League. And it's Michael Van Gerwen who marches on into the final on Premier League night 1.
He's already beaten Peter Wright, won the Masters less than a week ago, and it's a dream debut night so far for Chris Dobey.
Dobey has only got 1 win on his card against Michael Van Gerwen.
I don't think that Dobey is short of any belief at all that he can win this match.
Magical finishing. Well, this is for the match. To leave tops for the match. And night 1 in Belfast in the Premier League has its Hollywood ending. On debut, Chris Dobey sinks Michael Van Gerwen with a 160 outshot. in a last leg shootout.
It's just another day, like I said. No, I'm delighted with that win. Obviously, knew I could come here and win, and obviously still on a high from last week and topped it off tonight.
It's not a bad week, is it?
I've had worse.
Good evening from Cardiff, for stop number 2. We have an unexpected early leader. So what twists and turns does tonight have in store?
I don't think any of the 8 players are going to win all 16 first round matches. There's going to be losses, there's going to be wins. It's just about not going on a big losing streak, like say 5 or 6 weeks, because you're just giving the rest of the pack just more breathing space.
For me and for Gezi, you know, it's the only time we play in Wales, so it's nice that we have our own, you know, our home support.
Night 2 in Cardiff, and the vast majority of people in this arena are going to make a deafening racket, hoping that it inspires Johnny Clayton and maybe in particular Gerwyn Price tonight. Looking to kick-start their Premier League campaigns. And the world #1 gets his first win of the Premier League this year. But Gerwyn Price is on the way to see if he can light up the Welsh capital. He's in the home kit. They're chanting Wales, Wales, Wales. It must feel amazing. He is off and running. The world champion is beaten, and Nathan Aspinall is performing once again.
Double 18, and Gerwyn Price wins an absolutely sensational semi-final.
The fans rise to their feet in Cardiff because Price is the pride of Welsh darts. He gets his Premier League campaign off and running with victory in the Welsh capital.
They want me this today, and like I said, I've got 14 weeks of out coming up, so I'm going to suck every bit of this up.
Yeah, I just wish I got that reception everywhere like I did in Cardiff. I mean, you know, I usually have a total opposite, so that's what I meant. It's not hell. It's some places are really good to me, some are really bad, but you know they're never as good as they are in Cardiff. Yeah, hopefully this is my year, the year that I qualify, and yeah, hopefully I can lift the trophy.
Welcome to Glasgow. We are 2 weeks down. We have already had 2 different winners, 4 different finalists.
We have already ticked off the Welsh and the Northern Irish legs of the Premier League. Now we have our first of 2 visits to Scotland.
It would be nice if I won in Glasgow, because you could only have 8 weeks and be relegated. Come on, you've got to get it now.
Gerwyn Price, the victory in Cardiff has given him a platform upon which to build. Michael Smith looking to get one himself here in Glasgow tonight.
And eventually Michael Smith beats last week's winner Gerwyn Price by 6 legs to 3. Smith, having beaten one Welshman, is setting his sights on another now. What a dart from Michael Smith to lead double 18. And Michael Smith is through to the final in Glasgow.
He has the brilliant Belgian in his way, the ease in which these two throw.
Michael Smith, authoritatively.
When he gets going, he's absolutely electric. Michael Smith, absolutely brilliant in that final. That is a statement of intent for the rest of the Premier League campaign.
And that's what the Premier League's about, is when I play bad, it's about turning up the week after, playing better than I know I can. I've been seeing that tonight against Johnny and against Dimitri, and the fight that's inside me.
Last week, Glasgow, managed to go and win it there and playing really well, so it makes me feel good because this is the first Premier League I've played in that I'm not the only player without a major title. Every year is the Shanghai Masters or the former Youth Worlds. Now this year I win as the Grand Slam champion, the world champion and world #1, so this year feels special at the moment.
I've got to know Michael quite well over a number of years. When we first got together, it was eye-opening for myself because he was already in the spotlight massively. I think everyone knew, even when I first got involved in the game 8 or 9 years ago. You know, you were the name on everyone's lips back then. The ability's always been there. It was only a matter of time. I just thought, well, if we can take everything else away from him and he can just concentrate on darts, then it was only going to be a matter of time before he managed to get over the line and win his first TV title.
Last year, I made, 5 TV finals, including the World, and I won, 3 Pro Tours, a European, Madison Square Garden, won the last week in Glasgow, the Premier League. So I think just in 1 year, year and a half, we've won more trophies together than the last 10 years where I've been doing on my own.
You got what you deserved, and now it's just about trying to get used to being world champion and world number 1, and then we move on from there, don't we?
I think it's hard because I always want to be world champion, world number 1, did it overnight. And it's like trying to tell yourself there's more to do instead of, like I said it straight after the final, I completed it now. Well, it's not, I've got to work harder now than I ever have done before to make sure I stay number 1 and make sure I get more titles. If you don't get excited over the Premier League, there's no point playing in it. You're playing in front of 6,000 to 7,000 every week, if not higher in some venues.
Do a 9 darter tonight, will you?
I'll be trying.
And yeah, if you don't get the goosebumps or get any nerves, you shouldn't be playing.
Three scored. Come on.
If it's darts in Dublin you want, well, I think you're in the right place.
It is an arena built for darts, and nobody can party like the Irish. Fact.
Well, 4 weeks in, and things couldn't be set up any nicer, could they? We've had different winners, different finalists, so will tonight follow suit?
So Smith, to get us underway, looking to back up his victory in the Premier League in Glasgow with the darts, with the confidence, with the belief.
Mixed emotions for Michael Smith in terms of the performance, but it's job done. He hung on in there.
Averages then, boys. 94.5.
Live league ladder, this is top versus second. The league leadership could be at stake tonight. Price is dominating.
Clinical performance from Gedwin Price again. Gedwin Price is on the march. He's into his second final of this year's Premier League campaign.
Tops didn't come my way today. Still got 2 points, that's a positive. I still managed to win my game. As long as I collect points each week, I'll make that playoff. Yeah, it's 78 minutes into a United game, we're winning 2-1. So I'm going to go and catch them that last 10 minutes, hopefully we can keep them out and yeah, straight to sleep. Cheers, see you later.
For the match again. And Michael van Gerwen goes through to another final to take on Gedwin Price. The Dutchman looking for his first Premier League win.
I still think he's the man to beat, Michael van Gerwen.
You can call Michael Smith the world number 1 and world champion, but I think if you sort of went round the crowds, went round the public, they still think Michael van Gerwen's the man to stop.
Michael Smith and all the other guys, of course, they want to put their finger on this trophy as well, but it's up to me to try to keep their hands off it, and I just need to make sure I do my own thing and play as well as possible week after week.
A great darting denouement here in Dublin as Gedwin Price takes on Michael van Gerwen.
Gedwin Price in complete control.
He wants double 5. 5 match darts gone.
Michael van Gerwen is going to get an opportunity to win 4 consecutive legs and get his first night win.
Van Gerwen wins! It's delight in Dublin for Michael van Gerwen. He survives a bunch of match darts from Gedwin Price to get over the line. He wins his first night of the 2023 Premier League. The defending Premier League champion is now top of the table. He moves ahead of Price. He moves ahead of the world champion Michael Smith. And it's MVG top of the pile.
It wasn't great, it wasn't good, but I won, and that's really important. It gives you confidence, and it wasn't. Well, of course, there was a lot of drama in the game, but well, that's the only thing. Well, it wasn't good, and we all know that. But yeah, then when you win the game, you want to try to put it away. But I want to face it, and it has to be better next week.
Don't film me, I'm out. Don't film me.
That's it. Good luck this weekend, pal. Thanks, mate. Thanks, Chris.
Cheers, man.
What you've seen tonight here is one of the best atmospheres we have anywhere in the world. The crowd in Dublin always get behind the players, they come to enjoy themselves, they deliver a phenomenal atmosphere year on year. I think with Michael, the last couple of months have been a real roller coaster for him. It's been that elevation in profile, that elevation in demands on his time, and it's taken him from being a dart player to being a celebrity. He's just in a different space to what he was 3 months ago. So his life's going to take on a whole new direction now, and good luck to him. I hope he reaps the rewards. This year was one of the most keenly contested
competitions for places, if you like. Beyond the top 4, there was probably 8 or 10 players who felt that they had a chance of being in the lineup. Chris was a real outsider for the Premier League before the Masters. He's going to find it tough because it's an elite lineup, but he's earned his space on that big stage, and he's got 16 weeks now to prove that he belongs there.
I've done what I needed to do to put my name in the mix, and I think I deserve my chance.